how on earth are we able to engage any objectivity when we're smack in the middle of this massive experience? I wrote myself a note about a year ago, and my note to myself says, sometimes during an experience, it can be difficult to gain an objective perspective. That's the nature of being in an experience. It surrounds you. It encompasses you. Gets stuck in your hair. When you open your mouth to speak, the experience is all over. It's like fog. Sometimes we can't be objective. We are complex and nuanced beings. We are, however calm a person might be, we are vibrant as human beings. We feel things passionately. We have throughout the entirety of human history. And when we're in an experience that feels visceral and feels compelling on a deeply intimate way, like a substantial personal upheaval or a global pandemic, when we don't know what's happening from day to day and we learn new things that changes our reality, it's hard to be objective all the time. So it's not about being objective and shaming the part of ourself that feels deeply, and that not only feels deeply, but sometimes feels overwhelmed by the windstorm of thought that's running through our mind, or the stampede of emotions and feelings that are going through our heart, or vice versa, thoughts through our hearts and emotions and feelings through our mind. You know, we're versatile. It's not about always being objective. It's about knowing and noticing, just noticing that there are times when being objective is a challenge. I'm finding it so hard to be objective about this. Today, I'm having a hard time being objective. It's really hard. I don't know that I could do it. That's okay. You don't have to be objective about everything. I'm not a scientist. So however much I may know about the medical field and compliance, and however well I can read an academic study, or whether or not I can take a surgical report and actually break it down into the specific aspects and understand the anatomy and the physiology, and just because I can talk about traditional medicine or chiropractic or homeopathy just like, you know, falling off a log, doesn't mean that I know everything about that field. I know enough to provide some spine for myself. But I don't have to know everything. So there are times when I can take a step back, and I'm going to have a little bit of freak out right over here in this corner. I'm just going to come on over here, and I'm going to have just like a little bit of a freak out, and then I'll get back to it. Just because I have a little bit of a freak out doesn't mean that I am drowning in terror. It means I'm going to give myself a break. I'm going to have a moment when I can let myself feel the overwhelm. And then I'm going to get back to living. But right now, in this moment, I'm going to spend 3 minutes and I'm going to have a little meltdown. That's what I'm going to do. And that's okay. What was it that I said to myself? Sometimes during an experience, it can be difficult to gain an objective perspective. That's the nature of being in an experience. But sometimes when we're in that experience, we just need to notice that we're in it, and that's okay. You could be objective in another minute. Give yourself a break. You're doing great. I'm Catherine Gabriel-Jones. I'm an encouragement coach. And objective or otherwise, I believe in you.